say that one war crime deserves another. That is not what international humanitarian law says.
Okay, with respect, I was just asking about the women, and you turned it back to Israel. I'm asking you about Hamas. In fact,
I already answered your question, Dana. I said it's horrific, and I think that rape is horrific, sexual assault is horrific. I think that it happens in war situations. Terrorist organizations like Hamas obviously are using these as tools. However, I think we have to be balanced about bringing in the outrages against Palestinians.
That is Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal. Now, she's being slammed for those comments right there about the Israel-Hamas war in this tense exchange on CNN, refusing to answer why she isn't more vocally outraged over Hamas's use of sexual violence in war, instead calling for balance in condemning the war.
Our political panel joins us now to weigh in. Tudor Dixon is the host of the Tudor Dixon podcast. Gerard Filitti is the senior counsel for the Lawfare Project. And T.W. Shannon, special guest in studio, former Speaker of the Oklahoma House of Representatives. Welcome all, and thank you very much for coming on. Tudor, let me just start with you. What did you make of Jayapal's comments there and the criticism she's facing?
Well, I think it's disgusting to see a congresswoman speak like this about rape, something that we condemn internationally, and yet somehow she thinks it's okay to refer to rape as a tool of war. I've never in my life heard anybody say, yeah, rape just happens in war and rape is a tool that they use. I have never heard anybody use this kind of language. It's disgusting. I think all Republicans and all Democrats should condemn this and honestly question whether or not she should even be in Congress. I think voters should be well aware that she thinks that rape is an okay tool of war. I think it's disgusting.
Gerard, even if you took the Congresswoman at her word and, again, claiming rape is a part of war, essentially, again, paraphrasing her words, but the official declaration of the Israel-Hamas war didn't happen until the attack on October 7th occurred. Again, when hundreds were killed, many women were raped at that time. There was no official declaration of war, Gerard, before that.
It doesn't matter if you have a declaration of war or not. Using rape as a method of terror is a war crime, and what Hamas did is wrong, full stop. And the problem with what Representative Jayapal said is there is no balance here. There's right and there's wrong, and Hamas is wrong, full stop. And looking for balance where none exists is a pretext for fomenting anti-Semitism and anti-American sentiments that we have seen erupting on American streets, on college campuses, everywhere. There's absolutely no balance to be had. There's only right and wrong, and Hamas and the people who support it are wrong.
I mean, shame on this woman. I mean, how do we allow a member of Congress to not be censured when they're actually almost condoning what is an act against human nature? We've got to have leaders who speak with moral clarity when it comes to what's right and what's wrong. And this isn't her first time speaking in such a manner that is so damning. I mean, this is hate speech in the first order, and we know exactly where it's coming from. It is that anti-Semitic, pro-Hamas caucus that is formed in the United States Congress. And I hate to say that. It sounds like I'm speaking in maxim or hyperbole, but the truth is there is a pro-Hamas caucus in the United States Congress right now, and these are talking points right out of that conference, and it should be censured and condemned by the rest of Congress. And I'm embarrassed that this woman represents anybody in the United States of America.
Well, again, those comments were... go ahead.
I kind of want to just say, I have to agree. Here she is saying that this is not okay, that Israel is committing war crimes. She never says what they are, but then she actually says a war crime is a tool that Hamas uses. It's ridiculous. We've never heard anyone speak this way.
Let's be clear. Rape is wrong whether we're in war or we're not in war. It's wrong, and it should be, especially if you're a member of Congress, that should be easy to say that's not. And when CNN has to correct you and hold you accountable, something has gone very wrong.